Estimating retirement requirements. It is almost in every event that I go to or every class that I go to, I'm asked this question: how should we estimate our retirement corpus needs? I think the answer is very simple. When you're 30 years of age, or when you're say 22 years of age, you have no ability to estimate how much money you will need for your retirement. It is impossible. It is almost impossible even for a 60-year-old to be able to estimate exactly how much he requires or she requires for retirement, right? So if you're younger, say anything under 45, 50 also, do not bother about estimating how much money you will need at retirement. We don't need to know about that. As long as you know that you will require a big amount of money for retirement, because that's the single biggest asset that you're going to own, is the retirement box or retirement dabba that you're going to create, which could contain a endowment plan, a unit link plan, a pension plan, a real estate, cash on hand, equity portfolio, all put together in that dabba as your retirement dabba. So once you know that you need a big retirement dabba, go on saving, investing to create that accumulated money. You don't need to know how much money has to be there in the dabba, as long as you know it is a big amount. If you want some thumb rules, in the US they say that you require $1 million apart from your housing that you have, and the fact that you don't have any housing loan, which means your net worth should be, or rather liquid net worth or assets should have worth at least in Indian context about 7.5 crores. Plus you have your house and I'm talking of two people, you and your spouse, so about 3.75 crores per head. This amount looks very big in the Indian context, but it is not so big. Please understand that when US talks of a $1 million nest egg, they assume that for the couple, $3,000 per month would be social security, and that's a big portion of their monthly expenses, right? So the amount that they are going to withdraw from their corpus of 1 million is not more than 2 or 3%. Whereas if you had 1 million in India, let's say 7.5 crores, you may end up withdrawing 6-7%, and if inflation is higher, then every year that will grow at 6%. So in India, if you're young, especially now if you're say in your 30s, very good number to estimate with is $1 million US. By the time you get to 50, you are able to say, okay, now these expenses of mine have vanished. I don't have a real estate loan, I don't have a mortgage, I don't have a car mortgage, I am not likely to buy another car with mortgage, I might use my own cash, so I don't have the interest cost on that, right? You can now reasonably estimate. So the simplest way to estimate is if you're 50 years of age and you are spending about 5 lakhs a year for you and your wife, then you safely estimate that you will be spending 10 lakhs a year by the time you're 60. I'm assuming inflation of 7% over a 10-year period will double your expenses. Fair assumption. You might actually end up spending less when you're 60, but little bit of extra cushion didn't hurt anybody. So what has happened now, you have 10 lakhs of your annual expenses which you know or which you are able to estimate because you are now already 50 years of age. So then 30 to 40 times that, so let us assume 40 times that, so 40 times 10 lakhs is 4 crores. But this estimate you will be able to do only after the age of 50. Now what makes it so difficult to estimate how much money you require for retirement? One, you do not know when you will retire. When you're 50, you are assuming that you will hold on to your job till your age of 60. You may or may not. Assuming you are in the private sector, there's a good chance there will be pressure on you by the time you're 54, 55, and from everybody's end, you might just lose it and retire at 55. So you could be 55 or you could be 60. So you do not know when you will retire. You do not know how long you will live. We all estimate wrong by saying, oh, in India the average age is 72. It has got nothing to do with your life. It's got your income has nothing to do with the Indian average. So your life, how long you will live, you're just guessing. Yes, 72 is the age at which on an average Indians die, so you can estimate it to be 72, but you could be completely wrong and live till 102. So go by some other estimate, see how long your parents have lived, how long your dad's siblings have lived, your mother's siblings have lived. If they've all crossed 85, chances are you will cross 95. Generation to generation, the facilities being available, yes, we take less care of our health than maybe the earlier generation did, but you have to make an assumption that you will live till say 90. So that's another assumption. Third, you do not know how much will be inflation. So you have to make an assumption. Again, you're making an assumption that it could be something like maybe 6% or 6.5%. You do not know what will be the taxation structure. Right now, if you accumulate money in some funds, you don't get the benefit of indexation. You just pay tax on the whole thing, and that is unfair. So be careful about what assets you are accumulating in, and also remember that any amount of intelligence now is of no use, because the rules of how investments will be taxed changes from year to year, right? So don't worry too much about taxation and how you will withdraw, whether it should be an annuity or a systematic withdrawal plan. That we will worry only when you're 60 or when you're retired or whichever is earlier. So till then you don't have to worry about those things. So don't worry about the accuracy of the amount which you are putting together. No, it is going to be a large amount, because you could retire at 55 and live till 110 or some such huge number. So you need to provide for 50 years. So when I'm saying 40 times your annual salary, I'm trying to create an annuity in perpetuity. So if you were to extend your life, if your life got extended, thanks to God, by another 5-10 years, will you have enough money to live for those 5-10 years? You can't do a hard stop saying at 72 I will die and after that I don't need money. There is no hard stop in retirement calculation. So don't worry too much about how much money you need, especially if you're below 45, 50. You have a long way to go, but remember, you need a big amount. And if you are a person who is satisfied only with a target, then I think $1 million is a very good target, and see where you reach. Maybe you reach only 6 crores and maybe you need only 5 crores, right? So we don't know. But right now, if you don't know and you need a number to work with, that number can be and must be $1 million.